Hey guys, it's Han, and today I have the G6-01 Volvo A60H dump truck. Um, this is kind of like an earth mover kind of truck, and I have had a G6-01 in the past, and I did a full review of it back in my channel of the King Yellow, which is the version that I had, and I quite enjoyed that truck, but I ended up getting rid of it um, in my cycle of RCs, and also just I didn't really know what to do with it after a certain point, especially with the school bus body and stuff like that. And then when this one came out, I was kind of interested in it, but didn't really see what to do with this one either. But I don't know why, but recently I've just really had a a new fascination for the G6-01 chassis again. So I decided to pick up this, which is of course the Volvo dump truck. So this I picked up from Facebook Marketplace for a very good deal. I actually traded off my they had posted it up for only $175, which is much cheaper than getting the kit new, and this thing is in pretty good condition. It's just a little dirty, but it is in pretty good condition. And I also just traded it for my 1/16 scale Traxxas Slash 4x4 and my Tamiya Blitzer Beetle. So I'm sorry I never ran my Blitzer Beetle for you guys, but I did run it just on my own, and to be honest, I didn't really see the point of having the Blitzer Beetle because I already had my DTO2, and they're pretty similar chassis. And I do have a second DTO2 that I can easily just convert into a stadium truck, Blitzer Beetle stadium truck. So I didn't really see the point of having the Blitzer Beetle, so I just kind of traded it off for this. And I don't know, I'm pretty happy with the trade. I have enough of that type of RC, and this is pretty unique in my collection, so I just felt that it was a pretty good trade. But yeah, this one is pretty neat. It is pre-built, which is nice. I will have to take it apart at some point to put in the ball bearings in it, because the person that built this, the previous owner, did not build it with ball bearings, because they built this and got this for their young child, who basically just used it as like an RC Tonka truck, essentially. So they didn't really see the point of investing a lot of money in bearings for this kit, because it has a lot of bearings in it, and the bearing kits for the G6-01 do tend to get a little bit pricey, so that's understandable. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool how they molded this chassis in yellow to kind of make it conform with the rest of the look. And from what I know, this main cab shell here is pre-painted in camel yellow, and it looks very nice. I really like the look of it. I know the actual A60H dump truck or earth mover, whatever you call it, is supposed to be an articulated truck. So the front wheels actually don't steer. There's an articulated joint here that moves the entire front of the cab back and forth, and that's how it's supposed to steer. But this also looks pretty cool, and mostly has kind of like a Tonka truck look to it. The real one also doesn't have these really wide monster truck kind of tires on it either, but I honestly like the look of this better than the actual earth mover. So I'm not really complaining. And the G6-01 chassis can also be equipped with rear steer, and that is something that I will probably do for the application that this thing is going to be used for, which is kind of just like playing with it outside in like dirt or just like snow moving or something like that. So I think it's going to be good for that. So I'll probably put some anti-wear grease in the diffs, or maybe the Tamiya locking putty, just to kind of lock up the diffs a little bit, because they are quite loose diffs at the moment. So some plans already kind of going around in my head with that. And the battery for this, the entire dump truck bed tray here is the actual battery cover. So it comes up like that, and it stays up pretty nicely. And the battery does just sit in here, and it does fit a 2S LiPo in here, which is pretty cool. And then it does have a little foam tape here to kind of keep it from scratching the battery up. And that works very well. This is articulated also a little bit, so it's able to kind of fall back into place pretty easily, so that's pretty cool. I'm thinking of also maybe hooking up a motor somewhere around here, so I can also just make this automated, but the manual way is also pretty nice as well. So that's pretty neat. So this part here is ABS plastic, as well as the rear hinge joint back here is also ABS plastic. So I wouldn't really go and bash this thing like you would the King Yellow or the Comhead, because you will definitely break that joint or the bed. So I would probably drive this one like you would probably drive the Dynahead, which is more like a trail truck or just kind of like a backyard kind of like put around kind of vehicle, because it really won't handle the large amounts of abuse. The front cap here is spring-loaded, not spring-loaded. The front cap here is Lexian, so that's pretty cool, nice and lightweight. So yeah, pretty nicely done. I will have to go and kind of warm up these decals because they are peeling a little bit, but the cab looks very nice. This one does have the S1 sound kit installed, which is very, very cool. I don't have the USB dongle or anything to change the sound kit, and I haven't tried it out yet, so I don't know what it actually sounds like. So we might have to give that a go. The front bumper here is still spring-loaded on that same mount, but it is not as bouncy because it does have a solid mount on the top. And it's kind of like a bucket kind of skid plate looking thing. And this is another unique part to the Volvo version. It also has the ESC plate up front here, which is also unique to the Volvo version. So yeah, it is just equipped with the standard servo at the moment and just all friction shocks, which is not a big deal for this. I don't really mind. So I'm very excited to get this thing cleaned up and get it running again. And as soon as I do that, I will get this thing out and running for you guys. But until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.